you prefer pasta.
Yeah, so we don't have any.
He says we don't have any, but don't we? We have the best pasta, Aaron. The much clamored after Spoglini Cascatelli cut of pasta. This is a limited edition pasta that people were buying out within seconds of its release. And we have it. Should we use one of these Peruvian sauces? Crema de ají. That sounds good. Okay. Alright, well, I'm gonna do my thing then, and you're gonna have to eat it, because I have my own food at Mom's that I have to eat, yes? Hello, I will be right back. I need my computer. Do you want an egg too?
Oh, sure, why not?
Did you throw out Fred's box again?
Just throwing stuff out here now. I'm living here.
Come here, Freddie. Will you come play, Fred? I like coming back to Woodside because I can pretend for a few minutes that my mom isn't dead. It's kind of weird, but like, if I'm at my mom's house, I have to acknowledge that she's no longer there. And there's no reason why I should be there alone by myself at night, because I would never choose to be there. But whenever I come back to Woodside, I'm like, yeah, life, normal. Mom's still here.
Yeah. What do you need? Dude, I don't know. June mentioned really cold pasta for us. I've been here for the past like week. Just eating, trying not to buy anything, just eating.
Aaron,
Also, like 5 days ago.
so the kind folks at Delish gave me a $250 Grubhub gift card that I have no use for, unfortunately, because I still have to eat through all of Mom's stuff, and Mom's friends keep giving me food, and I tell them, please stop giving me food because I can't eat it all, and while I was in the facility and she's getting fed there. So I gave it to Aaron so that Aaron can buy food, and apparently Aaron put the gift card into his long neglected account, and they froze the account for suspicious activity. So I'm really fucking pissed at you, Grubhub. You better give my Delish peeps money back to me, because why? Anyway, Aaron was like, well, I have no food, I have to go out and buy food. And I was like, no, we have food, look at this. This is the pasta that everybody was clamoring after last year, or the beginning of this year. I got gifted one because food media, and I never used it because I was like, oh, let's save it. But now's the time to use it because Mom fucking never used anything, so we're gonna use it. And we're gonna cook it, and we're gonna make a trash meal. We're gonna test out our new pan. We're gonna do all the things that I normally would do if Mom weren't dead. Yeah? I'm not really gonna have a funeral though. I just saw someone say that it's not gonna be real until you have the funeral, but Mom's body is not here anymore. I'm only gonna get her ashes maybe 2 to 3 years from now. I might have some sort of a gathering with her niche groups of friends, but I'm not gonna have a service, is what I've decided for now. Maybe Mom would have liked the service, but I kind of just want to gather with the people who knew her and reminisce and eat up. So, you know, if people are gonna give me shit about it, and if they're gonna keep bothering me about Memorial and when's the date and when's that and when's this, I'm just gonna be like, yo, I'm busy. Back off. Thank you.
It turns out you can kill the entire army single gun.
Mom knows I was never one for convention, and Mom knows I was never one for tradition, and Mom should know better than to leave me alone without a single word of instruction. So, sorry, Mom, if you're watching. I'm just gonna do what I'm gonna do. We're gonna boil some water. We're gonna make some pasta. We're gonna taste this sporkful thingy-majiggy. Grandma's doing okay. I think the flashcards definitely helped. She's acting out a lot less, but she is still crying because she's grieving her daughter, and there's no Chinese TV at the facility. As soon as I'm done printing documents and I no longer need Mom's old laptop, I'm gonna bring it into Grandma so I can put on YouTube channels that she likes with the actual Chinese programs that she likes. Yeah, this is a special edition pasta. It was like all the clamor. We're gonna break it open in honor of Mom and Trash Meals. Her health seems fine. She's still on her antibiotic regimen. So sauce-wise, I think we're gonna go with our Peruvian friend's gift. So we have this, which is unopened, so maybe we'll save that. But we have these two, which have been opened, so I'm just gonna use the rest of them. And then if we need a little more creaminess, we can add this one in. Aaron, does tomatoes in your pasta sound good?
I love tomatoes in my pasta.
Garlico?
Why not? Everything. Put some chocolate in there too.
No thanks. I have to be at Mom's because I have to sort through all her stuff too. I don't have all the documents I need yet. I need to give away her clothes. The clothes that she was saving to gift to other people that I no longer know who she wanted to give to. So to all the people who are awaiting clothing gifts from my mom, I'm sorry, she's dead. I don't have instructions. But they are being gifted to other people who come by and pick them up. This is the best brand of pasta. It is fucking bougie as fuck. It can be like $8 a box. It's that kind of bougie. You can find it at farmers markets. It is really good, guys. It is really fucking expensive, but it is really good. The thumbnail picture is of a page in a book. I was going through all the books today at home, at Mom's home, and that was a page that was inside the cover. Found it fascinating. My mom did write some names on some cashmere scarves, so I'm going to try to find out who they are and try to track down where they are. And I'm going to try to carry out her wishes for the few that she did manage to label with names. They sound familiar to me, but I no longer can recall who they are because I don't know who they are. Why does it smell like weed in here? Who's smoking? What about the pasta makes it so special? Well, this shape is a limited edition shape that apparently sold out in like minutes. But the brand itself uses a lot of really good grains, and it's like, I think it's like extruder based, so it's much less commercially, think more small batchy. And they use different grains too. Like if you look up their pasta selection, they use a lot of heirloom grains rather than just, generic durum wheat. Um, they do a lot of really cool cuts, and they do a lot of really cool grain mixtures. So I prefer red pasta sauce. Did you say yes to an egg, Aaron?
Sure, why not?
I'm gonna give Aaron some raw garlic in this pasta too. You're not doing compost anymore, right?
No.
Well, I'm not either. June is letting shit go for now. I haven't exercised in like a month. I am a completely different person now. You gotta prioritize. You cannot do all the things all at once, is what I'm telling myself. Okay, y'all are smoking without sharing. That's rude. Okay? That is rude. We're gonna try to fry an egg in this frying pan.
You're using the first thing you're gonna use frying up in that?
Well, I'm gonna use oil on it, Aaron.
Good luck. That's how, read the thing that
You ruined our pan? This freaking pan came with an instruction booklet. What are the chances I'm gonna read an instruction booklet, dude?
An instruction booklet for a pan?
Oh, look, eggs. They have eggs in here. 1 teaspoon. Preheat frying pan over medium-high heat for about 30 seconds. Add oil, spread evenly. There you go. Let's get you some better angles. Marilyn, my door is open, girl. Jesus Christ. Who needs to invite you when you are already friends? You just show up, you knock, and then you just push the doorknob and you are in. Okay? Well, this sounds like a fried egg recipe. Which is to say you don't need that shit. Alright, Aaron, do you want to try a pasta raw later? Or sorry, plain? Oh, I didn't salt this shit. Oh, God, my life. I like to cook my pasta until the water barely overwhelms it. Just barely overwhelms it. It'll soften right up. Okay. Gotta get a nice even coating of that oil, no naked spots. First time, this is a virgin pan, coat it well, okay? And if there's any doubt, just go in with a little more oil than you think you're supposed to, because you really don't want that shit to stick. I'm gonna do 2 teaspoons, even though they told me 1, because I don't fucking trust nobody. I don't trust authority. I don't trust instruction manuals. You just gotta go and trust your gut. Okay, and we're gonna coat that really well. Give this a tossy turn. Make sure nothing is sticking. Okay. Wish I could back up a little more so you could get both pans in the shot, but you know. These eggs were Best Buy August 29th. Oopsies. Hi, Nez. How many eggs do you want? Aaron! How many eggs? 1 egg. Who eats 1 egg? Alright, let's see if this shit sticks, guys. Because if it sticks, that's a no bueno. Not for a pan this expensive. I broke the yolk on that one. I guess that one's mine. I'm gonna go ahead and pop this garlic into that pan. Let it cook. No, I don't test the eggs in water. Why no metal? Did the pan company really say no metal? That shit sucks, dude. How are you supposed to lift eggs off without metal? See, if your pan can't handle metal utensils, I don't think I want it. That means something's flaking off. That's a no-no. These eggs are cooked. Alright, it's not really sticking. It's fine. But I'm not happy with the fact that you can't use metal on this shit. I'm not gonna buy an expensive pan that I can't use metal on. You know what I'm saying? That's just a no, bro. It's fine. It's like a cast iron. You get some stickage. But this would have been a no stick if I could have used my thin metal spat. But because I couldn't use my thin metal spat. Do you want your egg first, Aaron? I can make it with the pasta, it's just gonna get cold. Breaks my heart because I'm trying to give away mom's cookware and kitchen things because I simply I don't have space to keep it all, but I don't think anybody wants them, so that makes me very sad. guys that I looked into storage and it costs like $100 a month for a 5x5 room. It's crazy expensive. I'm not gonna do it. I'm not gonna spend money on storage. So whatever I can't keep, I can't keep. That's just gonna be how it is.
She's just standing here like, hey, you can send over and over. It's like, lady, go out there and kill some. Get in there, you know, stop trading and start killing. Like this whole-
Aaron,
Yes,
how al dente do you want your pasta?
very. It's like any of these, you can pick up any of them, you know, about this.
I think that's a little too al dente. Still got a little hard crack to it. Nah, peeps. I'm not gonna store shit. I know a lot of people are like, don't give away your mom things. You're gonna regret it. It's too fast. But like, I'm not gonna keep things. If I can't fit them, I'm not gonna keep them. I gotta let go. Here's the thing. I don't have great memory. For better or for worse, if I can't remember it, it's not really gonna hurt me. Keeping them might actually hurt me more.
So I have three tape up in headshots and all of
But thank you guys kindly for offering your personal space for me. How gracious of you.
oh, this SSD isn't cool.
Why would you ever put oil on your pasta when it's boiling, y'all? It's gonna get washed out when you drain it. I'm also throwing out my mom's plastic colander. It's like broke ass and dirty. Sorry, Ma. Nez, if you're late, you gotta wait until the live ends and you gotta rewind. Guess you shouldn't have been late. Now go, what does hotel smell like? Nice. question, Rudy. It's hard to answer bread dough questions without seeing it, honestly. There's so much factors at play for bread. So, if there's no tension in your loaf, it's not going to rise as high. That's usually the case. This is a Peruvian viewer who visited New York City, gave me packets of these. It is high in saturated fat and high in sodium, and it is not advised to eat it in excessive amounts, but YOLO. Aaron, it's gonna be spicy as fuck.
I support that. What mango is like?
The Peruvian cheese sauce spicy.
That's not very spicy.
Yes, it is. You don't remember how spicy it got? Rosef. I can smell it. People are saying it's gonna bloat your butt off. Are you excited? He doesn't want to butt anymore. Got it. Raw garlic. All right, not a bad tossing action. Pretty decent. All right, I'm gonna try one of these pastas. I think one will be enough to blow my butt off. Aaron can probably take a whole bowl, but I think one will be enough for me. Nice little sauce grab. Oh yeah, that's spicy. Woo! Ah! All right, that is nice, Aaron. Are you excited for food? He's ignoring me because he's playing games with his brother. Oh, did you open the cacio cabello? Cacio cabello. Nice. Do you like it? I grabbed some of this fresh chili paste from my mom's fridge. I think she made it herself. Aaron, can you do me a favor and come here for a sec? Can you just take a spoon and taste Mom's chili peppers to make sure they're still
Okay.
good? Because I don't want to ruin the whole batch if they're not good.
You want me to test if I'm gonna get botulism right now
Yes.
by just eating straight chilies?
Yes.
Did we smell them?
They smell
Smells
fine.
They're probably fine. Do you think she added salt to it?
You tell me. Don't swallow it. Just taste it.
I'm gonna swallow it. I'm gonna eat this chunk of chili. Yeah, it tastes fine. It's actually quite salty, so I think it's okay.
All right. Can you want to fix yourself a bowl?
A bowl of chilies?
No, a bowl of pasta, you idiot.
Well, I'm just gonna eat chili.
I took out your plate. I took out your plate. Your
Oh.
favorite one.
I have a favorite plate.
Yes, that one.
Oh, right. I do have a favorite plate. Where did you find this? I thought you were out.
Well, you don't know the kitchen very well.
I don't know the kitchen. You're the kitchen master. You're using my tomatoes.
Yeah, for you.
Yeah. Just confirming you didn't get your own.
I didn't get my own, no.
Oh, good.
Is that okay that I cook
Yeah,
dinner for you?
I was just asking where you got them.
Okay. Are you ready for garlic tomatoes? I didn't salt these, by the way, because you're going to put some... Can you give me a dash of chili peppers in here? I got it. It's in.
I thought we had no food in the house, and then June just magically comes up with this incredible.
Is that enough tomato?
Yes, that is.
And then give you an egg?
Ooh,
Sunny side up.
June, you have 730 people watching.
I know.
Is this a record?
Show the people what I made you. Please.
I remember back during the.
Can you do a egg break?
Yeah, I remember back during the early live days. You, I think, were a little over 500 once, and I was like, damn, this is a lot.
Yeah, I guess a dead mom really brings in the views.
Mm-hmm.
I'm making too many jokes about dead moms, am I not? People are gonna shit on me for that.
It's your mom. I think you're allowed to joke about that.
I mean, people are gonna feel like I'm just being so insensitive and... But you know what? I am insensitive because I can't feel anything anymore. It's been very fucking numb. But mom is dead,
Let's
so
take a bite.
what can I say?
You can keep joking about it. Ooh, lovely. The sauce is great. Hello, 739 people. Who are these new guys?
There are subscribers who
What
never
do they
bothered
want?
to watch before.
Have they been good in chat? Have they been good chatters?
I guess so.
Yeah, this is great, June.
I'm glad you liked it.
Once again, you make something out of nothing. Miraculously.
I just realized we basically made 番茄炒鸡蛋, but not. Because we got the egg and we got the tomato.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Well, mom's chili paste is so good.
It is. It's really fresh.
It's so fresh.
It's vibrant.
Wow. Well, bam. Gives new life to the tomatoes. Thanks, Mom. Oh. Look who joined.
There you go. Thank you, June. 10 out of 10.
How can I enjoy food more? What do you mean? What don't you like about food? Explain this.
Hello. I was tasting pasta. June has 750 people watching. Blown out record.
Yeah, Fred got really chonky during our vacay. You got really chunky, didn't you? Didn't you? Do I have chili on my hands? Let me wash my hands so I don't fucking kill my cat.
That's crazy. It's the Sopranos.
What you doing, buddy? Besides looking chonksters. You're looking so chonksters. How come none of you guys told me that my frame rate was off? My frame rate is fucking off. I fucking hate it when YouTube does that. Alright guys, let's do a review of the pan, because that was my job, to give them a feedback. This pan is fine. I'm not sure if it's worth the money, but it is beautiful, it is functional. I really hate that you can't use metal on it, it doesn't make sense to me, why not? But it is lighter than cast iron, but it is not like feather light either. Careful, Fred, it's hot, baby. Damn, Mom's chili is so fucking good, guys. She also, because she salted it, it's like absolutely perfect right now. The tomatoes are seasoned perfectly. Oops, I just used my titanium spork on it. I just scraped the pan with my titanium spork. Maybe I've ruined it. Okay, well, we got spicy tomatoes with garlic and a sunny side up egg. I already ate like 4 dinners today. The first week that my mom died, I basically stopped really eating food, even though I was starving. I was starving all day, but I got really overwhelmed and I just didn't want to eat anything, and I just felt my hunger and I felt like fine. The second week started phasing out of that, and this week I've just been binging. I wake up, I eat all my dates, I eat all my Trader Joe crunchies. I ate the Egyptian snacks that I got, the wormy looking ones. They are really stale now. Like humidity got to them and they don't crunch anymore, but they are very salty and cheesy and good. And I keep making like, my mom bought a lot of like pork neck bone meat that I've been cooking with her other pantry stuff like wood ear, and I've just been eating like Instant Pot slop, and I think it's getting overwhelming for me to go through the house alone and to always be making phone calls and to be waiting on her death certificate and for the banks to tell me that I need to get court orders in order to access her accounts, and just like all those things that are all open-ended questions that haven't gotten completed, and it makes me feel like inadequate and behind on stuff. Like I have an invisible timeline, like I have a life to get back to, I have to go back to work someday, and this house just feels so overwhelming to take care of right now. I don't even want to think about what I have to do to get it sold. I'm not going to renovate it, I'm just going to sell it as is. People are telling me I shouldn't do that because that's going to decrease the value a lot and I could be making a whole lot more money. But like, if we think about it this way, I never wanted any part of this house. So I am just going to do my best to get it off of my hands, and whether or not I'm quote unquote getting a good deal out of the exchange, I don't really care anymore. I just want it to be done with this.
Wait, oh, I see, so, the red mist is just BGG4.
Yes. I am absolutely getting a taste of what mom felt like. I'm trying to see Lala every day for an hour at least. She keeps telling me that if you're too busy, don't come see me. But I feel it in my bones that it is my duty to go see her every day, at least an hour, because I promised her that if we moved her into a facility that is closer to me, that I would see her every day. So I'm going to upkeep that promise unless I get really sick or whatnot. But it is hard. It is hard to be traveling an hour and a half by public transport every day. Which is why I'm staying one night in Woodside and one night in Queens Village so that I don't have to do a double commute. I just ride it one way and stay there, and then ride it back the next day and stay there, and then ride it back again the next day. I'm trying to be smart about it, you know? I need some spicy pasta. Even though my hands are already flaring. No joke, my hands are already flaring from the spice. I know. People are already starting to give me lectures about how important it is to not fuck up this house sale. And I'm just like, my entire life, really, I think from my mom's point of view, for the most part, I've been a fuck up. But I've always managed to pull through. So I think I'm just going to keep doing me, guys. I know a lot of you have financial advice out there who is looking out for me in the long term, who wants to see me have a security net and be successful and all that, but like, I don't even want to be successful, okay? My whole brand is fuck success, because there is no guarantee in life. So if it's painful to do in the moment, I'm not going to do it. If there's anything my mom's death has taught me, it's to not live for the future. My mom would have never said I was a fuck up, by the way. But I think she was just always a little bit sad about my life choices. We never really saw eye to eye. I mean, very few people see eye to eye with me on all of my issues and all of my decisions. I accept that. So my mom is a very traditional person. I am not a traditional person. And in a lot of ways, we were polar opposites. But I was just telling her coworkers today who came to visit, I learned in her death that my mom and I are so much more similar than I ever thought possible. And I'm really sad that I learned this only after she passed, but I'm also grateful and thankful that I learned this at all. I am successful in my own way. Because I have somehow trained myself to not be beholden to the metrics that the systems that we live under have handed to us. And to me, being liberated from those metrics is maybe the best form of success. I know that in my heart of hearts, even if I don't have a stable job anymore, I can go to a farm, work there for the rest of my life, have someone feed me fresh food, have boarding taken care of, and I would be happy still. I just need to find a good group of people to be on that farm with, so it would be kind of like a nice commune. But even if I just had food, board, air, and people, I would still be satisfied. So that to me is success.
That's a good possibility then.
Maybe we sell the house and buy a fucking alpaca farm. Should we start? Should we start the Kickstarter now?
You can kill him. Oh, it didn't kill him. It killed the guy. It was just,
There are people out there who are like us, and we can just create our own version of what it means to live well.
There's only fucking 6 rounds of
It's kind of like if none of the sizes at the clothing store fits you, then make your own fucking clothes. Oh my gosh. I can't stop eating this. My hands will freak tomorrow. I would totally live outside of New York City if someone can drive me.
What gun is that?
I don't think we can have a commune in New York City, guys. That might be hard to swim. Do you really think I'm young, Julie? I'm 32. I'm pretty set in my ways. Yeah, I don't think I can live without Wi-Fi. Sorry.
Why does she have to come? She just got caught.
Erin, I'm gonna eat all of your nuts now.
She just say. Yes, enjoy whatever you want to do.
Thank you. What are these nuts that you just opened? Are these the herby ones?
The what?
Are the new nuts that
The olive, or the like,
Oh, olive.
olive or whatever.
These are also from Trader Joe's, guys. I think these are herb and olive. So the things that look like raisins are actually olives. Exciting. Oh. Oh, that's weird. I don't like dehydrated olives. Oh. They kind of taste like bug shells, but juicy. How much would you guys say you've changed in your 30s to 50s? For those of you who are in your 50s, how much would you say you've changed in the last 20 years?
I'm sure. Are you level for your higher? Wait, like.
The flavor is just okay. I'm not a fan of this one. No.
These tomatoes aren't very flavorful, but I got.
What?
These tomatoes aren't very flavorful.
But the chili made up for the lack of flavor.
They sure did.
You got tomatoes in October, dude. They're not going to be flavorful. I don't think I want to eat brains. I don't think I really want to eat dog or cat. I do like bunnies though.
Rabbit cheese.
I kind of already don't give a fuck though, guys. Do you think I'm already at 60? When did I stop giving a fuck?
And I made it for 7.
I think when I last was passing through my really suicidal phase.
Well, I also had essentially and
Sorry, trigger warning. These are good. Roasted almonds, you can't beat them.
it also self-revives. What it's like. I didn't buy it.
When I was passing through my suicidal phase, I basically ask myself one question. There is only one main question that you have to answer in life. Do you want to live? Yes or no? If the answer is no, then nothing else matters. If the answer is yes, then also nothing else matters. If the answer is yes, it would be wise for me to make the choices that would make me the happiest, and it would be wise for me to make the choices that would make life most bearable for me. But if I've already decided that I don't want to live, then all other questions are moot. They don't matter anymore. So that is the only question that I ask myself whenever I am feeling anxious, depressed, broken, completely numb, is do you want to keep living? And if my answer is yes, then I go from there. But that is the first question that I meet myself at.
Of course. Clearing out the mess that we used to do in our work. I know you hate committing virtual violence, so I'm trying to get all those.
I've not answered no because I remember very distinctly that night that I first had my very first, very intense, very frightening episode of dysmenorrhea, which is extremely painful periods. And I didn't know what was going on. And I was just, my body was seized with pain to the point where I couldn't really move an inch without feeling like I was gonna hurl and shit my pants at the same time. Until my body clenched itself, that my extremities lost circulation and I started feeling cold. And I managed to drag myself into the bathroom because I thought I was gonna shit my pants. And I looked myself in the mirror and I was as pale as a dead person. And I was like, fuck, am I dying? And I started just like reeling in horror because I thought I was dying. Then I went back to bed, curled up, fetal position, crying, but not really energetic enough to actually cry. I'm just like horrified and shriveled. And Aaron was by me and he was trying to help me. And I was like, Aaron, call the fucking ambulance. Call 911. I think I'm dying. Also, side note, at that point I was uninsured, making minimum wage in restaurants. So the bill was a whole other story. But spoiler alert, I survived. But, and I've told this story on a live before, so I'm sorry if you're hearing it again. But before the ambulance arrived, I basically remember this moment where I was curled up, terrified because I didn't know what was going on, terrified because I thought I was dying. And I remember saying to myself over and over again, I don't want to die, I don't want to die, I don't want to die. But I also remember thinking to myself, if this is what it means to continue living, is being in this constant state of unbearable pain and torture, then I don't want to live. So in that moment, it became very clear to me where my boundaries lied.
Yeah, I used that for a while.
I want to live, but there is a certain price that I'm not willing to pay. If existence is continuous pain without relief, then that existence is not worth it. For me, since that night, I've not hit the threshold of this isn't worth it. But I'm sure people who do choose to commit suicide hit that wall where they're just like, there's no getting out of this, this is painful enough, I've had it. I can't speak for everyone who's suicidal, but you know, I do feel like there is a limit. So then we have to ask, what is it that made their existence so painful? I'm sure it's a little different for everyone, but our society definitely doesn't make it that easy to exist without pain. It seems like a prerequisite to stay alive these days. Some sort of pain, some sort of torture. suffer. And if you're lucky, there's a little bit of not suffering. But yes, to live, oh Jesus. A lot of to live is to suffer. And I think most people suffer more than you think. How do you change the institution without becoming a part of the institution? Oh, these are so good. You are already a part of the institution, my dear. Who do you think raised you?
Yeah, I think it's
Favorite nut? Can't choose. I love almonds. I love cashews. Those are the first two that come to mind. I don't think these are Annie. They come in the long cardboard box with the little kind of cut out window with the cellophane, and they're really thin. And they're really delicious.
June, this pasta is cooked perfectly.
Yay! I want to go live in Germany soon. If anybody wants to give me a German visa, let me know. Yeah, Swedish thins. I've not listened to Andrew Yang's new Forward podcast. I don't really listen to podcasts, guys. I don't know why Germany. I just feel like I would like it. I don't know why. Don't ask me. I've never been. I would not live in Nepal. Oh, so they are Annas. Okay, my bad. Sorry. Listen, if anybody wants to sponsor me for Germany, let me know. I don't know how visas work, y'all. I really don't. I really like the sound of German. I remember my dad used to tell me this like famous person quote, but he translated it into Chinese, so I don't know what the original one was, but basically it was something like, I speak English to diplomats, I speak French to my lover, and I speak German to my horse. And I always feel like people make jokes out of how rough German sounds, but I really like how German sounds. I don't know why Fred sits in the doorway. Why do you think he sits in the doorway? He's a cutie. Ooh, Ethiopia. Aaron,
Yes, dude.
is Egypt Africa?
Yes, Egypt is Africa.
So I've been to Africa now.
Yeah, you have.
Listen, I'm not good at geography, y'all, okay? Just forgive me, please. Where's my cat? Hello?
If I was a gardener, I'd probably
Do you want me to put your pasta away?
yeah, you can put it Thank you.
Thank you.
Is that guy watching the live right
I hope not. I once got a Instagram DM that was like an audio message, and it was a very long, beautiful, gracious thing about how he admired me, and it was just like a little over the top and very strange to me because I had never chatted with him before, and I just get this audio message that's basically like fan mail, so I was like a little scared. And then at the end he goes, "Thank you." And so Aaron and I like to just say that now. I know it's kind of mean, but I love you guys, but it's just sometimes it's weird, you know? Sometimes it's weird. A lot of the times it's weird. Thank you. I'm really milking this parasocial relationship thing, guys, you know? I feel like everybody was hating on parasocial relationships, and like all these op-ed pieces are coming out about how our world is parasocial relationships and how unhealthy it is. And you know what? The fact of the matter is, all kinds of relationships can be unhealthy. In-person relationships can be toxic as hell. Parasocial relationships, I remember reading this thing about how, like, you know, you always look at yourself in one way and you think of your identity in a very specific, self-centered, you know, first-person perspective. But literally everyone else who gets in touch with you and interacts with you has a different perception of who you are. And is that vision of self that they have of you any less valid than the one that you have of yourself? And if you think other people's version of you and vision of you and understanding of you is less valid, then aren't you just being egocentric? It sounds like you don't like the tomatoes. I'm gonna finish them, okay?
You can have as many tops as you want. I feel like it would be the way the other video looked like it was yours. I don't think it would just be sitting.
I'm probably gonna eat half that tub, guys. Don't you worry. It's so spicy though. Thanks. Anyway, did you guys like watching me cook again? It's been a while, huh? I liked watching me cook too. This one, yeah, looks like cream of a pepper. I think ahi is a type of pepper. Oh god, it's so spicy. Do you ever just aerate your own tongue to make it hurt less? The difference in food quality, Instant Pot versus stovetop, not so much, because you obviously can't really saute and develop color as well in the Instant Pot as quickly as you can on the stovetop, but it is perfect for longer cooking things, so I usually just use it for, it's gonna be perfect for my trash meals because it's just, all of my trash meals are very stewy mush, so the Instant Pot gets it done faster and easier. There's no real mess because you just slap the lid on and let it go. So I'm really in love with it. It's gonna make me a lot of mush-tastic great things.
Alright, where's your
Air fryer is worth it,
follow here?
but not for me. I am not the audience for an air fryer.
You're the audience for Instant Pot now.
Yes, I am.
I gotta get some more bones so I have a reason to use that.
The way I've been doing Instant Pot leftovers is I do put the whole pot in the fridge and then I take out a little bit and I microwave it. I don't think it's good to keep reheating food and then chilling it down. I think you just keep passing it in that danger zone of 40 degrees Fahrenheit to 140 degrees Fahrenheit. That is just not going to be, it's not advisable to do that to food back and forth.
No. Nice. Do you have any? Just give it.
The problem with the air fryer for me, most of all, is yes, you can fry without the fat, but also you can't fry that much.
I hope we
Because you have to keep everything in a single layer.
you do what?
Every batch is small. So sometimes it can take a very long time to make enough meals for a whole family, you know?
It's covered in vines.
It's great if you're single. Who wants to tell me how to maintain this pot? Because I'm not gonna do it the right way.
I checked it now. I think we just got
Ooh, that's hot. You know how with spicy food you can't stop eating it? Because once you do, you feel it. I just keep eating it.
feels kind of hard. There's not much shade. So, I don't know if there's a better way. Hey,
Have I tried kitchery? Somebody doesn't watch my content.
interesting hack. Yeah, well that. Yeah, let's see.
Yeah, they do look like little tentacles.
That's how it would be. Maybe it's. Does it depend on? Does it depend on who's running? This is my question, right? Right. Yeah, that seems right. The other one seems too far. Seems too far.
I'm gonna eat some pecans to try to wean the spice off. Oh man. Oh, I really did myself in with that.
This is something.
Don't have ice cream. I have heavy cream though, and I have yogurt. But I'm gonna use this pain as an excuse to keep eating pecans, which doesn't help the pain. Ooh, excuse me. Oh, that burp. That is a foreshadowing of things to come. Oh man. You know it's bad when your lips start tasting waxy and your tongue starts losing sensation? It's happening. It's happening. Yeah, I do suffer from GERD. Fred had dinner. Aaron has a spice limit. We rarely hit it, but he does.
Ugly Baby was like 10% below my limit.
Ugly Baby was not 10% below. You hit it at Ugly Baby.
No, that was like.
No, you made Nez and me finish your shit.
What?
You made Nez and me finish your
What
food.
are you talking about? I finished yours. You and Nessa's shit.
Yeah. Sure you did.
Did you forget that whole experience?
Sure you did. Oh, Freddie. Hi, baby.
You and Nez stopped eating our duck salad like 10
Well, Nez was still vegetarian.
and then I did all the rest.
Don't question June when she's got a knife. That's right.
So what's the difference in the country between what
Hello, Kate.
like if you go to the store and buy some milk and
Pretty easy clean on the pan. I'm gonna say I like this pan. I don't quite know if I love it yet. But I definitely would not buy this pan for the price. Me being a cheap ass and all. Fred is thick with like 4 C's now. He's a little too thick for me, honestly. I think we need to keep an eye on what he's been eating. Oh yeah, glass top stove. Those are tricky. Those are very tricky. The pan name is vermicular. Hi, Freddie. Thanks for saying hi, buddy. Are you waiting for food? Should I give you a treat? Did you not hear how fat I think you are now? Should I keep you fatter? Should I keep you fatter, Freddie?
Just do a tiny, they're all like,
Bye, Dawn. Oh, I don't name my pans, y'all. I'm not that cray-cray.
we did the rest of the world.
Alright, peeps are dropping off with good reason because we are done with the portion of the show where I do stuff worth watching, I guess. But last night I stayed at my mom's. It got really cold. All of a sudden it turned into winter. My mom has a thermostat set to 59. I remember that when I used to visit her every week, she would always be wearing a jacket when I showed up. And the moment I showed up, she would turn the thermostat up like a full 10 degrees, at least. And I would always say, Mom, there's no need to turn it up. And she's like, well, I was going to turn it up anyway. But you know how moms always lie to you? You know, Fred? They always lie to you. You knew she wasn't going to turn that up. So last night, listen guys, it's a 2-floor house with a basement. I wasn't about to turn up a whole house worth of heating just for me. And also my mom still has these window fans installed. And I just haven't gotten around to taking them out because that's a whole project. And then the windows are so fucking dusty that then becomes 2 projects. So I just shivered the night away. And in the middle of the night, I woke up cold as fuck. And I was like, this is dumb. There's literally 8 comforters in the closet. Why don't I just pull one out? So I pulled another comforter out and I finally went back to sleep, not fucking freezing. But then I also remember that this is what my mom used to do when I wasn't over. She would just freeze her fucking butt off. Freezing is not the best way to sleep for me. My mom would always used to say, Fred licks everything. Maybe don't put the food that you eat next to his mouth so closely. I'm gonna keep doing it. Wanna smell it? Poopy. Hey, buddy. Hi, babe. What is the Tesla logo? Why do you think I would know the Tesla logo?
Oh, no, I meant Epic, the $10 Epic
Fred, would you have liked to have met Mom? Do you think you would have liked Mom? Hi, baby.
70 times.
Hi, baby. I think she loved you.
Well, you're
You didn't like it? I'm sorry. I did something wrong.
This is my game, yours.
All right, peeps.
I clicked
I'm gonna tap out. Thank you so much for joining me.
I think I'm.
Take care of yourselves, okay?
Our days are over.
And talk about death.
Yeah.
Oops.